Hi, my name's Ashton and welcome back to Ashton's EDC. In today's video I'm going to be talking about some changes that I've made to my kind of EDC backpack first aid kit. I've shown this several times on the channel before, but I've just been kind of reconfiguring a few things with this kit, trying a few different things out, and I'm pretty happy with where it's what it's developed into. So I've made a few changes. I've upgraded the pouch a bit to a bigger size, included a few other items, just going into a bit more detail as to what I think I might encounter on my everyday, and also what what might be helpful to help other people in certain situations as well. So we'll just get right to it. I'll turn the camera down towards the table and we'll take a look. Alright, so here we are taking a look at my EDC first aid kit. So right off the bat, I've upgraded the pouch. This was the pouch I had been using for quite a while. I bought these Husky pouches in a 3-pack from Home Depot in different sizes. I've been using the smallest one. You're definitely able to pocket carry this, but what I was doing either way was I was just putting this in my backpack or sling bag for the day. And this worked fine, but I wanted to include a few more items that I just found would be useful and that maybe I wished I had on a few different occasions and that kind of thing. So I thought I'd try out the bigger pouch. Now I haven't carried this pouch yet. I did just finish putting this one together. But something I thought about when putting this new pouch together was, if I'm hurt or someone else is hurt, I want this to be easily identified as a first aid pouch. So if I can say to someone, oh, I have a first aid pouch in my backpack, they can grab it. So I made this little paracord kind of fob, kind of with the idea of going for that kind of first aid, kind of Red Cross type of thing, just to identify it as a first aid pouch. Kind of, again, got a red carabiner here, just trying to go with that theme. I also attached this. It's just a small little piece of paracord, and this is actually glow in the dark. So if this is in my backpack and it's dark, that this would kind of just act as a little bit of a marker. So that's visible enough to grab and pull it out of the bag if need be. I haven't really come into a situation where that's been needed, but I thought that is kind of a nice addition to have a little kind of first aid marker. But let's open it up. Again, this is just a zip pouch with a big dump area. There's no kind of internal organization in here, but I have kind of come up with some organization of my own. So first things first, you can see quite a lot going on in here. I'm going to start at the back. So in here, accidentally pulled a few too many things out. So just give me 1 second here. So one thing that I wanted to include that I didn't have in my previous kits was a couple just pieces of paper. These can be helpful if you have a serious wound and you want to write the time that it happened or the time you bandaged it up or leave a note. Just nice to have a couple pieces of paper. This is just the Rite in the Rain waterproof paper. Got 2 sheets here. Takes up pretty much no space in the kit at all, so nice to have that as a quick addition. And the other thing that I added was this. So this is another piece of Rite in the Rain paper where I've just written out the contents of the first aid kit. Partly so if someone's looking for something, they know what's in here. If it's if it's not myself that's looking for something in this kit, they can see what's in here. But this also kind of acts as an inventory. So I know that I have 3 large knuckle bandages. So if I use one and later on I go and check and I only have 1 left or 2 left, then I know, okay, I had 3, so it's time to replenish that. So just kind of acts as a bit of an inventory. And I attached just a piece of red electrical tape here, just to kind of act as a bit of a divider, I guess you could say, when I have these stacked together. yeah, I can see that the red one, I know the red one is for the kind of contents of the first aid kit, so I can grab that and take a look. I do have another piece of paper here with a little orange tab, and on here I just wrote down my personal medication list. So I don't have all of my personal medications in here, but if someone needed to know that for any reason, I have that in there as well. So just a few pieces of paper that I just have secured with a paper clip. And actually what I will do is I will leave the contents out so that we can kind of go one by one. So first up, I've kind of organized the interior of this pouch using these little plastic bags. These are coming really handy. I don't remember where I got these from actually, but they're great for organizing small pieces. So you can kind of create some small little compartments. So in here I have 3 large knuckle bandages and then 1 moleskin pad. So obviously, you know, for your knuckles if you get a cut, and then, you know, if you have a blister, always nice to have that. So that's what's in this pouch. All right, in the next pouch, all right, here we go. Here we've just got 2 gauze pads. These are 2 by 2 inches, so pretty small, but nice to have. Again, just put them in this little Ziploc, so also to prevent any damage or tearing from the packaging, and, you know, just kind of acts as its own little compartment. Then in here, we've got on the back 2 antiseptic alcohol pads, and then 3 Afterbite insect relief pads. Obviously, you know what that's for, that alcohol wipe if you need to clean a surface. And then if you get a bug bite, mosquito, or maybe horsefly or something, nice to have that. And then I also have 5 of these steri strips, or kind of wound closures. So if you have a more serious cut, you can use this to try and seal that cut back together. Next up, just a whole bunch of band-aids. I've got 10 kind of the normal size medium band-aids, 5 of the smaller ones, and I've got just 1 waterproof band-aid. I only had 1 waterproof one left, so I just included it in there. Obviously, this is probably the thing that I'll be using most or reaching for most, but yeah, so I thought it's good to have quite a large amount and some variety of the band-aids in there. All right, moving on. Obviously, you can already see what's in the kit, but I decided to include this. This is one of these Fresnel magnifying lenses. It's a little bit dirty, but if you need to take a look, obviously you can see it's magnifying the mat on my desk. If you need to read something or inspect, you know, maybe you have a splinter or something like that. Just kind of a nice tool to have. Again, hardly takes up any space. Thinner than a credit card, so nice to have that in the kit. I also included some medical tape. So what I did here was I have another one of these smaller size Ziploc bags, and I took from a kind of normal roll of medical tape. I just took some off and I wrapped it around just a little piece of plastic here. I know this is not the most sterile or anything like that, but in a pinch this will do good if you need to use this along with those gauze pads or something like that. This is kind of the clear style of medical tape, pretty sticky, so it works good. I'm not sure how much is here, probably about 2 feet of that medical tape, so not a whole lot, but enough to do the job when you need to. All right, moving on. I've got this. Now this is typically you buy this and this has Advil in it. This is kind of a travel Advil. It has an Advil kind of logo on the outside. I took that off, peeled it off, kind of scraped it off, used some of that Goo Gone to get rid of the adhesive. So now it's just kind of a plain white cylinder, and I've got a whole bunch of medication in here. So you can see I'm not going to open this because it's pretty packed in there, but I've got 5 ibuprofen, 2 acetaminophen or like Tylenol, 2 Imodium, 2 Gravol, and then a couple of my other kind of personal prescriptions as well. So again, not a whole lot in here, but enough to help in a pinch, and if I forget to take my own or need to take some extras of any of these, nice to have on hand. Next up, I've got this. This is a little bottle that I kind of repurposed. And this is 22 milliliters. I believe it's about 3/4 of an ounce. And then this just has some antibiotic cream inside. Just give me one moment here. So yeah, 22 milliliters of antibiotic cream. This is not the container that it comes in. Typically they come in those tubes that are made out of almost like a kind of aluminum foil type thing. I had one in here before, but the problem is that they tend to crack and then they can leak. So I just kind of transferred it into this little bottle, just so I can have a little bit of that cream if I need to add it onto a cut or something like that, if I'm worried about an infection. Then next up, I've got this kind of little pouch in here. I believe this is meant to be a wallet from this company called Granite Gear. Kind of just keep a few kind of odds and ends in here. Opening it up, on top I've just got a microfiber cloth. Nice to, primarily I'll use this like if I need to clean my glasses or something like that. You never know, it can always come in handy. Also kind of prevents the contents within this small pouch from rattling around. Acts as a little bit of a silencer. All right, what else have we got in here? We got some Blistex. This is the kind of the sunscreen ultra protection SPF 30. So that's nice, you know, it's getting warmer out. Summer is just about here. The sun is out. It's always nice to have a little bit of sunscreen protection for your lips. We've also got a pair of the Uncle Bill's Sliver Gripper tweezers. Whoops. These are great. Come in this little kind of sheath. I'm sure most of you are familiar with these. You can't go wrong with those. They're really great tweezers. I've also got some nail clippers in here, just standard. This kind of strays away a little bit from first aid, but a little bit kind of hygiene related as well. And then here I've just got a little Ranger band around 2 items. So first, this is from Grim Workshop. This is their first aid dog tag tool. So there is a little set of tweezers here that you kind of put together. And then as you can see here, it has some sutures. And right here, kind of hard to read that, but that is a tick remover as well. So just, you know, again, this is extremely thin. Adds a little bit of functionality. And then I've got these folding scissors. I think these came in a kit that I bought some time ago, but they work great. They fold out. They don't have, you know, they're not spring loaded or anything like that. Not the most comfortable. You wouldn't want to be cutting for very long with this, but they are quite sharp. So good for cutting medical tape or cutting a bandage, or if you really need cutting someone's clothes or something like that. So nice to have a small little compact pair of scissors. Other than that, I think the only thing left in here, just threw in some Tums. Kind of goes along with the medication. Always nice to have some Tums if you're not feeling so good. Those have helped me out quite a bit in the past. And then to go along with those 2 sheets of paper, I just included a pencil. This is a regular pencil that I cut down to a bit of a smaller size, still big enough to write with. Obviously, you could include a pen or something in here, but I just thought I'd include a pencil. Yeah, and that is everything in the kit. I'll see if I can bring everything kind of back on frame here. So we've got our paper, got our pencil, tweezers, nail clippers, all these kind of miscellaneous Blistex, scissors, Fresnel lens, medical tape, microfiber cloth, and then all our kind of small little Ziploc bags for kind of primary first aid supplies. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this has yeah, the changes that I've made to this kit. The pouch is definitely bigger, but once I have everything loaded back in here, you'll see that it is a little bit of a bigger footprint, but with more space, it does allow for it to be a little bit thinner. It's not as bulky and bulging out, so I do kind of have a little bit of a setup for how everything fits in here. Little bit of a puzzle, but it's not too complicated. These scissors get folded up like so, along with this tool. These just get dropped in here. And then the microfiber cloth gets rolled up and kind of shoved in along the top. Kind of, yeah, like I said, muffles the sound a bit so it's not so rattling around, not so much rattling around. These two things get tucked back there. This goes there. Pencil can be tucked along the side. And that's everything. Zipping it up. There we go. Obviously you have some things dangling here, but as I said, this is not a pocket carry item for me. So it's worth it to, upgrade the size of the pouch from this one to add a little bit more real estate and to include some items, like I was able to include some more medications, as well as this entire tube of the kind of antibiotic cream. And not too thick, definitely, a little bit, but it's not bulging out in any way. It's kind of the thickness of the pouch when it's resting empty. So pretty good. See if I can give you a little bit of a peek as to how everything is loaded in there. Everything fits quite nicely together. You've got all these Ziplocs, help to kind of add some compartments to things to make everything sit nicely. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the changes that I've made to this little first aid kit. I'll start carrying this around with me, and maybe in a little while kind of let everybody know if I'm still happy with this configuration or if I want to go back to the smaller pouch. And yeah, just how it's been working out for me. I'd love to hear if you have your own kind of version of a first aid kit, what you keep in yours, if you think there's anything that I'm missing. This is a little bit of a cross between a first aid kit and kind of like a personal care, kind of personal hygiene kit as well. Because this is meant for EDC, so it's not only for emergencies. This isn't really a trauma kit in any capacity, just for some minor things. And also, nail clippers if you need to clip your nails or have a hangnail or something like that. Yeah, some things that can still happen on your everyday. But yeah, thanks for taking a look at this kit. I guess this is the version 2, maybe 3. I've done several versions of this, trying different things out, but I'm pretty happy with this one so far. So that's everything for today's video, taking a look at this new kind of updated version of my first aid and kind of personal care kit. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd love to hear, like I said, what you keep in your first aid kit if you have one. And yeah, if you think there's anything that I'm missing that for you find essential that you think I should add in my kit. Yeah, I'd always love to hear to try and get some new ideas. But I'm pretty happy with this. Been kind of figuring it out what I want to include for a little bit. So like I said, I'll carry this, kind of keep it in my backpack for the next little while and let you know how it's been turning out. But other than that, if you like this video, hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. And if you like the other videos I'm making, hit the subscribe button as well. And if you want to share this video with a friend, that would be great. The channel is slowly growing. I really appreciate all the views and comments and likes. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I try and respond to every comment. So looking forward to talking to you guys down there. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Take care.